We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will king it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Coleman. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. They'll run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Otten. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. Play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to
Cookie narration volume set to 100. Cookie narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Cookie narration volume set to 100. Cookie narration volume set to 100.
Team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They've got the screen set up. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Working that left side now.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Williams looking for a man. Using his feet to buy time. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
it's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go to 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like, first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backwards fly up, and get into play immediately.
And And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snags it quickly on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Williams will pass. Under fire. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the throw.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. On the move. And And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback adapted. Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Handoff to the single running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over Oregon. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wideout. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that top, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Tries to do it himself on the draw. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He'll do it himself on the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Williams looking for a man. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Got a wide open receiver. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Going up top. He's got it for a big play. Off to the races. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead with the 6. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. The short hands, it's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught, goes to the marker, it's Harbor. Good job running that route to get past the stick.
coming into this game. If they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn it upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And
snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On the run, it's Coleman. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Williams will pass. Tosses it incomplete. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they go back on top.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. The offense coughs it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Williams looking for a man. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't help that.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They go to the ground. Finds a little space. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires it down the seam. He's got it along the sideline. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Using his legs, it's Stewart. Touchdown Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams will pass. Dances away to buy time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Reels it in down the left side. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Williams will pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Sellers. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's on target and complete. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack,